guys, John here for Obese the Beast, and in this video I want to talk about something that so many people have been asking me about, and that is cheat meals, cheat days, and refeeds. So let's go over, briefly explain the differences between the three. So cheat meal and cheat day, pretty obvious what the differences are. Cheat meal, one meal throughout the day where you kind of eat whatever you want. Cheat day, eat whatever you want all day. And refeed, the main reason that it's called refeed is because you are adding in a good amount of carbs, extra carbs that you would not be eating normally. So say you're eating 200 grams of carbs, 190 grams of protein, and about 60 grams of fat. You're gonna end up eating 300 grams of carbs, 190 protein, 60 grams of fat. So you just kind of spike up your carbs. So that's what a refeed is. Why do people do these? Now there is a good reason, especially if you're trying to lose fat, why you would want to do this. So let me kind of go over why the reasons are. So the reason that you would want to incorporate maybe a refeed day or a cheat meal, I would never really recommend a whole cheat day because you can go really overboard on a full cheat day. So I would recommend either a cheat meal or a refeed day. The reason you would do that is because your body it doesn't like being at a caloric deficit. And when you're at a caloric deficit for too long, there's things that happen to your body that aren't normal, that aren't supposed to happen. Your metabolism can actually decrease when it does decrease when you're at a caloric deficit for a long period of time. So the reason that people incorporate cheat meals and refeed days is to spike your metabolism out. You're basically telling your body when you're at a deficit, like, this is what I'm gonna be operating on now, and your body gets used to that. So it's like, okay, so we're only eating 1,800 calories. We need to get used to that, and we need to operate normally on 1,800 calories. So when you spike it back up to say 2,500 calories and you incorporate that refeed day in, it's supposedly supposed to spike your metabolism because now your body's like, oh, we're on 2,500 calories, so we can work on that, and then you go back down to 1,800, and then your body starts losing fat again. So that's why people incorporate refeed days and people incorporate cheat days or cheat meals into their diet. Obviously, there's the reason of kind of keeping you sane and keeping you it's a little bit easier to diet when you're able to have maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, where you're able to kind of eat what it is that you want to eat. And now that brings me into how many times should you do it a week and a month, and that's where it's really up to your discretion. I really recommend you kind of fill your body out. Everyone wants to have that refeed day every single week, right? But sometimes that's just not really the best way to go. I know for me, having a cheat meal or a refeed day every single week just doesn't work out, especially now where I'm getting down to the lower body fat percentages. Having a cheat meal or a refeed day every week, it doesn't work. Maybe twice a month, and this is where I recommend you kind of fill your body out. You realize you make yourself a science experiment. I know that sounds crazy, but you make yourself your own science experiment. You go through, you see, okay, I weigh this much now, I did this refeed, and this is what happened. You kind of have to be willing to learn by trial and error, right? It's the thing about weight loss that I always recommend is learn on your own. If you do want to do a cheat day and you feel like you need to, or a cheat meal, or a refeed day, it's all up to you. And I know that I'm trying to get the point across that it's up to you, and you have to really just do it and see. Make sure you just track. Always track where your body's doing, and just see, okay, this is what happened. This is the result that I wanted. This is maybe not the exact result that I wanted, and kind of just change things up. When I was going through my weight loss, I was someone I didn't really need to do cheat days. I very rarely cheated on my diet. I was very strict. The reason being is because that's what helped me stick to it. I knew if I had cheat meals or cheat days every week, it would be impossible for me to stick to trying to lose 170 pounds. So I know it's not what most people want to hear, but that's what I did. When I was losing most of my weight, I was not doing cheat meals, refeed days. It's not a secret special formula that's gonna help everyone. It helps some people, it doesn't help other people. It's really up to you. Just try it out and see if it works. Don't go overboard. The biggest tip that I have on refeed days or cheat meals, don't turn it into a binge. And trust me, that is a lot easier said than done, because I am someone that struggles with binge eating when I'm doing a refeed day hard. And I know I'm saying that with a smile on my face, but trust me, it can get bad. So just make sure, if you are gonna do a refeed day, think about even tracking your calories. Even though you know you're gonna be over for the day that you're normally gonna be eating, track your calories and know that you're not binge eating. That is my biggest tip on any refeed day or any cheat meal. Make sure you're not going overboard. Make sure you're doing it for a reason and you're not just doing it for emotions. So I hope this video helped you guys out. I was really excited to make this. I hope it helped. I really hope you guys can incorporate this if you want to, and if you don't, I hope it gave you some information that you might use in the future. So thank you guys so much for checking out the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. There was one other thing that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, look how buff I am.